Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I guess I am. I mean, he doesn't look like my father, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say he is, for now, an adopted father.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
So you can just talk to me now all of a sudden? Okay.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
I didn't know he was a captain. And I don't know who the Knights of Seros is. So I'm gonna say I didn't know he was a captain.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Gettin Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive? Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captive. You never lost control of the situation. It showed you still have much.
Your skill is precisely what you to services to... I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional jewels like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Oh man, alright, this is it. So I've been deciding this for a while now, since the game first was announced, and I saw I was having 3 paths to choose. And what I decided was that I wanted to go for this is the Empire. This is the Andrasian Empire, Holy Kingdom of Fargus. That's what's his name's, and then there's the Lannister Alliance, the League of Nobles. I would rather go. I want to do Lannister first, and I believe that should be what's his name? I guess they'll say in a minute. Oh wait, there we go, Claude. Yeah, I want to be in Claude's alliance for my first playthrough at least. And then I'll try out one of the other ones. I don't know if I'll do all 3, but they suggest that you should play all 3 to get the full story. So we're starting with him.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the 3 is most unique.
His smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes. Dimitri, he seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. As for Eldridge, she is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she's always evaluating me.
Yes, I thought the same.
I am so sleepy once again.
Sothis, how many times are you going to be falling asleep in this? I don't know. There's a lot of files also, I just looked. But
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
I already see this is going to be a painful playthrough for me, especially with the outcomes.
The icy winds of the Ogma
That may
Mountains
come.
have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodland, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodland, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodland and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
this will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
This man can't help but having glaring eyes. Wandering eyes.
I wonder, did the
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've seen her before.
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Who's the Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My
A
name's
fine name indeed.
Sean.
From the bottom of my heart, I do for saving students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
As a servant?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently, Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I, Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
God damn. I know what a physician. You're a physician. You know, I don't know what a songstress is, but I'm gonna say you're a physician because that makes more sense.
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
18 minutes of talking, man. I'm gonna have to make these Let's Play videos a bit longer than I originally thought. I like that little sprite at the bottom.
Of course.
Alright, we're finally playing. While exploring the monastery, hit R stick to move the camera and plus and minus buttons to zoom in and out. Push B and Y to hold and dash. If you are ever unsure about what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objectives will be displayed there. Now this is one Let's Play I am not too sure if I will necessarily even finish, at least as videos for the channel. I might end up transferring this into live streams instead. I don't know yet. It's kind of hard to say. I can say though, if I do when I do finish this, whether I make videos of all of them or not, it's definitely gonna be, I'm definitely gonna finish it, but I definitely won't be playing multiple playthroughs on the channel of each side. If I'm gonna play it again at any time and point after I finish it, it's definitely gonna be live streamed at the most. So now that I got that out of the way, yeah, this is a big game for me to be diving into. Might be one of my biggest Let's Plays that I do, because this is gonna probably be long and ongoing. But let's stop talking and let's figure things out. First
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Those who give or are involved with the quest have icons by them. Sorry if I'm reading some of this to myself. Consult the quest menu to see. I might have to cut some of that. Alright, so gotta go see the 3 houses, right? I'm gonna talk to a couple of people.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Okay, see, I can't help but notice a tone in your voice, you know, sound like you're a little untrustworthy towards me, but you could just be one of those types that has a hard time. Good, they have a running button. Good. Good. Whoa, what happened? That is weird. You don't just go through the door. You have to tap the icon. The mini-map on the upper right corner of the screen shows your current location, the locations of important people, the directions to give to quest givers, and more. Zoom and change up the map with ZR. Okay. Gotcha. This is the reception hall. Oh, there goes what's her name. She's by herself. Is that tattoo? Is that a tattoo on Petra's face? Mercedes seems a bit eccentric. The songstress stopped around my class. Interesting.
Okay.
I bet I could take Casper in a fight. Benedetta is always in This is pretty much choose your waifu and bring her into battle and protect her. The game.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yeah, this is literally what this is. This is me choosing who I want to bring on to my side, and then I hold on to them. So let's start off. Well, tell me about yourself first.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Okay. Multiples, experience. Gotcha. Okay. I'm not really that interested in Hubert, but I am in Lionheart.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
I love how he has a little sprite for his thing also. So does what's her name have that too? I bet she does.
Me? What else?
Yeah, you told me. So I won't lie, I thought Linhart was a girl. It's not. I don't care for him.
Is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable. For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Dugaya, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Casper.
He's the second son of Count Burgreaves. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
I would definitely consider bringing him onto my team.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry. I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Okay, Burnett. I'm gonna keep you in mind. Is it weird that I'm expecting all these characters like this? And why does her sprite have a gray hair? Thought they were supposed to represent each other's
He's over.
Okay. Dorothy.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Seems like a good one. I wouldn't mind pulling her to our side also. And Petra.
To the west of Foglin is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Yeah, that looks like her. The little sprite. In case y'all wonder what I'm talking about, there's a sprite in the corner, just below the HP, for the stats. Well, where Petra's name is and stuff. So, who I'm interested in getting the most right now is, how do you say her name?
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric. I believe she...
Bernadetta? Bernetta? I'm gonna say Bernetta. So I'm interested in Casper, Bernetta, and Dorothy. But
he's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks.
I think I'd want Lionheart too.
If he had
Looks like he has potential.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me.
And I may even consider Ferd. I'm gonna call him Ferd.
So, you've accepted a teaching... I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the... Okay?
I've spoken to her. Now I need to find others. I guess after we finish talking to everybody, I'll end the episode here. Wow, these are going to be some long-ass episodes. Even if I cut some stuff. How do I get Dimitri to be my friend? Hello there. You must be a new student. Who are you? Who are you? Why do you look like you're just some person on... Well, never mind, actually. You can't go past here. And why not? I'm a teacher. Where's Claude at? I didn't see him. Oh, he's over here.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Alright, Claude. Tell me about yourself.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Who else? I'm gonna learn about all of them.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Okay.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
I wouldn't mind having him on the team, too. Why does it look like his freaking shirt is about to bust open? It's too small for him.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
I might have to pull you over too. I like that stat also.
Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
I wouldn't mind getting hurt also.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter.
Oh, this
That's
is
pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
I'd probably have to get her. Like, look at this. Not only does she ride a horse, but she does magic. She has sword capabilities too. And she has an ability called Animal Friend. Unit recovers up to 20% of max HP at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. That could be useful if I have a lot of cavalry or a flying ally, which I plan to balance out pretty well. So yeah, she can come in handy.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Hilda is the only...
All these people technically I would be trying to keep all of them within the team. I don't know if you can even lose people besides them dying. I don't know if you can actually like lose them and they'll go over to the other house.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
She seems like someone I need to have on my team. And it looks like she has skill. She has skill with a spear and bow and horses. Yeah, she definitely has to stay. I'm gonna have to make sure to make an effort to talk to her too. It's the second person I've taken a picture of that I needed to keep in mind. She's cute too. We're caught up on 41 minutes. Alright, let's hurry up and find what's his name real quick. And then we can, there we go, Dimitri. I swear Claude was it. Wait, is there like a time limit? I don't even know.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I kinda like it.
Okay?
But, I guess I was looking in the wrong spot when I thought I saw what's his name. But, yeah.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blayford, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yes. First, talk more about yourself.
Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped. Hello? Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
I'm thinking about pulling them over. Well, I need
Felix
to see what.
he gravitates.
Lone Wolf. Unit deals 5 extra damage with no battalion when no battalion is assigned, or when the battalion endurance is 0. I'll probably be sending you in more to battle. Ash.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Ash seems to have a really good skill right there. Lockpick allows unit to open doors and chests without keys. That seems like a real good skill. I mean, I don't honestly know how useful it would be, but like, it seems like it would be useful. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I'm not getting enough magic users, I'm noticing.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Mm-hmm. Philander.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
I'm gonna need to get her too. Gotta keep Mercedes in mind somehow. And somehow try to pull her over also. Because she has, when healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. That is very useful. She has skills in white magic and magic in general. I was just saying I needed to find more magic uses. This is one that I'm gonna look into. And Mercedes looks kind of cute. Almost like a Orihime without the orange hair.
Annette is Baron Dominic's.
Speaking of orange hair.
She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
What the? Oh, young Orihime. That's cool though. I'm gonna consider her also. I like that she is skilled in magic also. So that's two magic users that I think I should consider. So I'm gonna take a picture so I can remember. Ingrid, I was just talking to her.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix Sylvain and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Potential. I see a lot of potential here. She has a bit. I don't really care too much for her ability currently. I'm sure she can probably get more abilities too, but like as it stands now, I'm not really too keen on her ability. I do like that she's able to use the sword, spear, and on top of that, she can ride horses, and I think she can ride flying ones too. So
I appreciate your effort.
you are responsible for choosing which house to lead. If there are any students you have to speak with, try visiting each other. Quest completed. I suppose I should return to Rhea. I actually would like to save. I'll make my way back. I know how to get back from here. But really, I'm saving because we're already about to hit 50 minutes. So I'm gonna save it here. Saved. Yes, I did. And in the next episode, we will return to Rhea and, well, see what happens next. Until then, catch you guys later.